Hi everyone, this is Ravi Singh, Assistant Professor at International School of Management, Patna. We are discussing warehousing. This is the 11th lecture. So in the previous lecture, we discussed about what, what warehouse is, what warehousing function is. We also discussed about the layout of the warehouse. Also, we discussed about some characteristics of the ideal warehouse and how warehouse can play an important role in gaining competitive advantage. In this lecture, we are going to discuss in detail about the functions of warehousing. So, what this warehousing function is all about, and so this warehouse functions of a typical warehouse can be categorized in three broad categories. So number one is material storage function, number two is material handling function, and number three is information handling function. So let's discuss one by one. So first one is your material storage function. This is the most important, most vital function. So in material storage function, there are six important things. One is stock holding, second one is stock consolidation, break and bulk, raw stocking, mixing or assembling, packaging, and labeling. That we also call as value added function. So let's understand what is a stock holding. The stock holding is the most basic function, means stock keeping. So warehouse, the basic purpose of a warehouse is to store the items when it is not in use or during the transit. From the point of when goods are in the transit, it needs to be stored at some intermittent location. So warehouse to keep the store items, these warehouses are required. So stock holding is the most basic function of a warehouse. Then stock consolidation. There are warehouses which consolidate stocks from different suppliers. So, say for example, look, there is a warehouse which is at this warehouse, different items are coming from different companies, different suppliers, different plants. At this warehouse, all the items are consolidated. This item, there are three items. Say for example, there are three items: item A, item B, item C. A client needs item A and item B. So item A is coming from company A, item B is coming from company B, item C is coming from company C. So all these three items are coming at a warehouse. Now, once these consignments have reached the warehouse, now this warehouse will arrange those items and prepare a dispatch as per the requirement of the customer. As customer needs item A and item B only, then the warehouse facility will arrange these two items, item A and item B, and dispatch it to the client. So stock consolidation function is there. So small quantities in this, small quantities are inverted and dispatched in a larger quantity, that is done in stock consolidation. Now, break bulk. This is just opposite to stock consolidation. Here, large quantities are inverted. Large quantity items in bulk are inverted, are stored, and then dispatched in smaller quantities. Now, cross-stocking. Cross-stocking, this is in this warehouse is used as a switching facility. So, different items are coming. Item A is coming from plant A, and item B is coming from plant B. And you have to dispatch these two items at your client, to your client. So in this cross-talking system, items are not stored for more than 24 to 48 hours. So once item comes, it just changes your stock and it changes your dock and transfer to some other location. So item A has come. Within few hours, it will be ready for dispatch to the client. Item B is coming. It will be ready for the dispatch within a very short time to its destination point. So here, items are not going to be stored for more than 24 hours to 48 hours. Then mixing and assembling. In this, warehouse is used as an assembling point, assembling facility. So a lot of small parts and items are coming from different supplier or from one supplier, from different plants of one supplier. And at this facility, these items are assembled together or mixed together and finally dispatched to the client. So this is mixing and assembling facility. Then packaging and labeling. This is value added service in this. Before dispatching, there may be requirement to repackage the item, especially when items are coming in bulk. So salt is coming in bulk, so you are packaging it in a 1 kg packets, then labeling it, and then dispatching it to the client. Tea is coming in bulk, so you have packaged it in a 250 gram or half kg bags. You have put it labeled, and then it has been dispatched to the client. So these things are the basic functions performed under material storage function of a warehouse. Now, next function is your material handling function of a warehouse. In this, material handling is loading, unloading, material movement from one place to another. So material is required to be moved once it comes from lorries or from train or from any vehicle. So it needs to be unloaded, then it should be moved to the storage space. When required, it should be retrieved from the storage area. So to and from the storage area, materials need to be moved. And then order fulfilling, in which as per the requirement, we retrieve the items, we prepare documents and documents like invoice, challan, all these documents are prepared and then it is dispatched. So this is material handling function. Now the third one is your information handling. As the whole logistic is said as a information-based activity, so role of information has a tremendous say in modern logistic operation. So under information handling function, what warehouse does? So it keeps the record of what are the items are inwarded. So goods inwards records. In this item, what are the items, how, what was the quantity, at what time it arrived, what was the details of the lorry, and all these informations are related to your goods inward information. So these informations are recorded and uploaded in the system. Then inspection and auditing of all the items which has arrived at the warehouse. So if there is any damage or something. Goods outward. Similarly, as we keep information related to goods inward, similarly goods outward information is recorded. Through which lorry it is going to be dispatched, at what time, at what was the quantity, what was the item, and all those things. Then stock out information. So if some item is going to be stock out or has been stock out, then needs to be informed to the production facility. Then excess stock, if there is a surplus stock, that also need to be informed to the company, so that where it is required, it can be dispatched. Then invoicing. So from, if we create invoice, lot of information gets generated. So that is also there. Warehouse expenses, to analyze the performance, we need to understand what are the cost, what are the expenses. So these needs to be recorded. So that information is very important. Transit damage and breakage. So while inspecting and damaging, that is from that is one source from where we get that transit damage details. And the breakage during material handling and other things, there may be some kind of breakage, pilferage, damage. So these details need to be noted. Then consignment tracking. So consignment tracking is done both way. So inward consignment as well as outward consignment. So both information regarding the both inward and outward consignments are done on a regular basis, so that you can understand where my consignment is going and at what point it is on the way. So all these things are there. Then so let's summarize the whole discussion of this lecture 11. So in this we discussed about material storage function. Material storage function is all about related to the stock keeping function of the warehouse. So in the storage function, we discussed about lot of things. Now material handling function, it was related to the loading, unloading, and material handling. Then information handling function we discussed. In this, we discussed what are the basic information which are captured by a warehouse, and either it is kept in records, physical records, or in today's IT-enabled environment, all this information are captured in the system, IT system. Thank you.